Hey everybody, Tim and Miranda here for today's review of Doctor Who, story number 197, two-parter, the Sontaran Stratagem and Poison Sky, which we accidentally watched the sequel to this in the Sarah Jane Adventures first, so we kind of already knew about it, which I said, do you want to watch it in broadcast order? And she's like, no. So, but, no. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So, if you guys didn't know, there is another part to this story in Sarah Jane Season 2? Yeah, Season 2. So what did you think?
I just don't like the Sontaran anymore.
I don't either.
Like again, like they just bring them back like Daleks and Cybermen, and it's just getting really annoying, and I'm over it.
So for me, I don't mind the Daleks. I don't like how they brought back the Cybermen. I like the original Cybermen more. But that being said...
Oh, and the fucking Slovene. Like, over it.
Oh, yeah. That's a new Who thing. The Sontarans were in the classic series. They go back, I think, all the way to the third Doctor with Sarah Jane. And I didn't like them then. I mean, the effects, the makeup has actually gotten better, believe it or not. But, I mean, they're just, like, baked potatoes with an attitude. Yeah. That's all I got. Like, even for a two-parter, I have very little notes for this because I didn't really care. Which I think it's funny that the first time we see a Dalek for the 9th Doctor, like it was just this one-shot episode, and it was like, okay. Yeah. But Cybermen get a two-part introduction, Sontarans get a two-part introduction, and I'm like, really? Like, that just seems odd to me. But I don't know. I could think of much better villains that I would like to have seen. Oh, and the Master. Like, I would have liked to have seen the Celestial Toymaker return or the Ronnie return. Stuff like that. But, I don't know, Sontarans.
Yeah. The only thing that I really liked about this is that they brought Martha back for it. And
even then, like, I feel like it was... Like, she wasn't bad, but she felt like she was added in.
Yeah.
Like, she felt like a +1.
Especially, like, when they... like took over her brain and made a clone of her and stuff. So,
which again, I didn't look necessarily at the broadcast order, but this does kind of line up with Martha being in Torchwood.
Oh, okay.
Because that was season 2 as well. So at some point we see Martha fighting the Sontarans in this, and Martha's also in the season 2 of Torchwood fighting with Jack and stuff. So, but she's only in that one for like 3 episodes. Yeah. So it's kind of, it all fits together. With Martha being in both, the Sontarans being in both, etc. We see Unit come back in a badass kind of way. Like we've seen Unit, have we seen Unit in Doctor Who?
No, we've seen him in
Sarah Jane.
Sarah Jane.
Yeah, we saw him in Sarah Jane with the return of Lethbridge Stewart again in season 2. And they've mentioned Unit several times in Doctor Who. But this is like they're finally coming back. And I love how he's like, well, I worked there. You're still technically on staff. Yeah. And she's like, you worked with Unit? That goes back, he's like in the 70s. That
or
goes
80s.
That goes back to the third Doctor. The whole saluting thing.
That was pretty funny. Only because Donna was like, Donna Noble, since you didn't ask, I would like a salute. And he like looks at the Doctor like, what the hell? Like, who the fuck is this bitch? And then he does it anyways.
Which, I mean, I'm sure somebody British is going to watch this and get mad at me. But I love the British salute where they're like that. Instead of like the American where it's like right at the eyebrow. Wilf comes back as Grandpa. That was great. I love him.
I still like him too.
Like, I don't mind if he just became a full companion. Yeah. The cloning thing I didn't care about. Donna getting the key... Okay, so that's
so cute. It was just
that. Well, that's the new Who thing. You're a female companion when you get a key to the TARDIS. Rose got a key. Martha got a key.
This one was so random. He's just like, oh yay, here, yeah, you don't have a key. Here you go. Go back to the
next is going to be the upgrade to the cell phone. Like we get it. Martha does have some of the good lines where she's like, I can't open the door. Well, why not? Sontarans have 3 fingers. You have 3 fingers, and she's like. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So, like, stuff like that. That's what makes me think, like, if you and I, like, somehow got a TARDIS going around the universe, like, we would be, like, a Donna Doctor relationship. Where it'd be like, I think we should go this way. That's nice.
That's nice. Let's go this way.
though. Like, what?
No. I don't have 3 fingers. Miranda, yes, you do.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do. Fuck.
Which I love. Have you seen that Facebook meme where it's like, why I could never be part of the Scooby Gang?
Oh, yeah.
Zoinks! Jinkies! Fuck! That'd be us. That's why we couldn't be in Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why I will never have like my own talk show.
Probably.
It'd be like fucking like Howard Stern or something. Where like, fuck! So anyways,
Oh, the gas mask.
Oh, yeah, where they're putting on the Poison Sky, the gas mask. Are you my mummy?
Okay, so, because that was like one of the episodes. It's not that it's a bad episode. I don't like it because of the creepy kid.
Oh, the original episode, the Dr. Dance's episode. Yeah. Okay.
And so, he always, like, no matter what we're doing, are you my mummy?
Are you my mummy? The fucking, like, we watched the Ood episode, and the Ood, like, pulls this thing out, goes to talk, and I'm like, are you my mummy?
Whatever. Leave me alone.
It's great. Like, anytime I can fit that phrase in, like, what do you want for dinner? Are you my mummy?
He doesn't even have to try to fit it in. He just says it randomly.
Like the example I just gave. But it's great. So, to see David Tennant, like, what are we going to... I don't even remember what his line was, because I don't fucking care. But he's like, what are we going to do? Are you my mummy?
And just...
It's great. Which supposedly David Tennant did have a line, but he forgot what it was and just fucking ad-libbed it.
That does make it better.
And it does. I love it. I don't even... Oh, wait. Oh, no, I don't remember the hand.
I don't... No.
Oh,
his hand, like, freaking out.
So his hand that got chopped off when we first got to 10, like, made a huge... It was a big plot point in the first season of Torchwood. And then...
Because Jack just carried it.
Because Jack just had it fucking hanging around. And then in the last season, it made a big return where even the doctor's like, is that my hand? I don't know what that accent was. I don't think that was an actual English language.
Either, but...
Anyways, so he's like, is that my hand? And then we never saw it again. No. To my knowledge, like, it just kind of disappeared. And so here we are, X amount of episodes in, and the hand is still just bubbling along.
TARDIS.
Yep, still.
Well, because he's like, oh, my hand's excited. I don't know why. And Donna's like, that's your hand.
That's going to be my new pickup line.
Oh, my.
My hand's excited. I don't know why.
Great. And then Martha is like, yeah, it got cut off. And then he regrew it.
Yep.
Like, it's no big deal.
Which Martha wasn't there for that. That was Rose.
No, but she knows about it.
Oh, yeah, she knows.
I was like, she's the one that says it at the end of this episode, so...
But yeah, so I don't know, the whole hand thing. I don't know, the whole story was way too long. The douchey human that wanted to be the Sontaran.
Yeah, because he's a fucking teenager. Like, go.
He looked like it, yeah. But I don't know, the whole thing was just too much for me. It could have easily have been just one episode. Out of all the fucking villains that you could have picked from Classic Who, like I'm going to say this, I do realize we'd see them later. I don't know if you've seen them, so it could be a spoiler. But things like the Sea Devils, the Silurians, stuff like that, like, I would love to see again. Like, I would rather have seen them than the Sontarans. Because, I don't know, because you haven't really seen Classic Who. No. But, like, out of all of them, to pick the Sontarans as the, like, let's bring them back for a two-parter. Which it did fit. I'm not going to lie. It did fit with the Sarah Jane episode. Because Sarah Jane is kind of more of a kid's show. It's enjoyable. If you've never seen Sarah Jane, fucking watch it. It is great. I'm sure somebody's like, oh, no, that's for kids. It is amazing. You will really, really like it. It is probably the best Doctor Who spinoff. That being said... Like, the Sontarans did fit in because they are so over the top and they're so campy. And wasn't it fucking like Maria's mom that killed it because she used like the spike of her high-heeled shoe? Yeah. Which, that's a big plot point in the Classic Who, is their only weakness is the hole in the back. Which, I'm not gonna lie, that's probably my favorite. Like, my favorite line is, probably Martha and the Three Fingers, but my second favorite is
Donna and the Three Fingers.
Donna and the Three Fingers. Did I say Martha?
Yeah, you did.
Is Donna and the Three Fingers. My second favorite part is probably the doctor with the
tennis racket.
And he's like boop, and it just like hits, like it's perfect, and he hits him in the back of the head because it's great. because that's something you see like in the classic Who, because at one point they go back in time to like bows and arrows and stuff, and they shoot like a bow and arrow into that little socket.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's always interesting. Like, how are you going to hit somebody in the back of the head when they're facing you? Which is the whole point of the Sontarans thing.
Because they face their enemies.
Yeah. But overall, like I said, I didn't hate it. It was too long, and I don't care about the Sontarans at all. Not counting Sarah Jane, I think this is their third appearance. Because I think they made 2 appearances in Classic Who, 2 appearances in Sarah Jane, and now this one. At least as far as we are so far.
Gotcha.
But any closing thoughts for the first 2-parter of season 4?
It was trash.
Wow. Okay, so I liked it more than she did.
It wasn't actual trash. Like I said, like it's not a bad episode, but I don't really like this on Sontaran.
Agreed. Okay. Would you have liked Sarah Jane more if we'd watched this first, or did it not really change anything?
No, it didn't change anything.
Okay. Because as soon as we started watching it, and you can clearly tell that the Sarah Jane is was after this one.
Yeah.
Because they even have like the flashback of the ship exploding from part 2. And we're like, oh fuck. Like, is this gonna ruin everything? It didn't ruin anything. Okay, so for those who have seen it, what did you think of the Sontarans? What do you think about season 4 so far? Unit, Martha, everything. Let us know. We will see you guys next time for The Doctor's Daughter.